Hey folks, Jay Barino here and welcome back. We're going to be starting Protoss Covert Ops. This is the 4th race swap series that I am playing on my channel. It's Nova Covert Ops, now race swap to Protoss. We're just playing Protoss Potpourri. I think it's a different hero on every map. It just rotates through a bunch of different ones. I have played this one in the past, similar to Legacy of the Void Terran and Wings of Liberty Protoss Edition. I don't have very many memories of this one, though. In fact, the only memory I have is Mission 2 having Karax and having a lot of trouble with Banelings. So it's kind of like a totally fresh experience for me because I played it so long ago, I don't really remember much. I am going to be playing Kerrigan Covert Ops, so the other race swap of Synergy's Nova Covert Ops campaigns. The co-op version with Grant on like the Ultra Nightmare difficulty mode. So we're going to have 2 different series of Nova Covert Ops race swap happening on the channel for a couple weeks here. It's just coincidental that it turned out that way, but I'm looking forward to it either way. Make sure you stay undetected. Yes, yes. Brutal. Loving the purple.
The enemy will never see me.
Whole lot of bad luck, but we'll figure it out. Head to the armory. You're gonna need a weapon.
Our future.
Okay, send her in.
We
Probably just want to be using hold position, or can we just stay on hold fire? If we right-click something, it takes her off of hold fire, though. Isn't that right? What's the best way to go here? Through here?
Did you hear that?
Shakuris.
Take these guys out? Yeah, so that takes her off of hold fire. It'd be nice if there was a hold fire where, like, you could still right-click stuff, but then otherwise it wouldn't immediately turn them into...
Stay sharp. This agent is extremely dangerous.
Got him. It wouldn't just turn them, you know, back to immediately attacking stuff. Her
What's that sound?
collision box is larger than Nova's, so in a way it might be a little more difficult to avoid certain detection ranges, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. We're already pretty much through this section here. I think just best practice for these stealth sections is as soon as you kill something, go back to hold fire.
Get out there and find her.
Are we going to get Shadow Fury?
We stand with our allies.
Shadow Dash.
Yes. Our future is the Daylum.
Nice, but you'll need more than that. Head to the research bay next.
So I think we just gotta...
Shakuris.
It was, I mean, we sort of like dashed past the detection radius. So like,
much to be done.
this?
Rogue agent's onto us. Move, move, move.
With our
Whoop.
allies
I see her.
Watch out. She's nearby.
is the Daylum.
Just wait.
It is my honor.
No problem. It's no problem. Turn on hold fire, and then we just gotta like figure out just the right, like where can we go?
There is much
Yeah,
to
perfect.
be done.
Okay, I would say just like barely sneak in there and take care of these dudes.
She's gone. Get out of here.
Get out of
Stand
here!
with our allies.
So without an actual ranged option, this definitely changes the way.
This board. It seems I must infiltrate the enemy's forces and unseal the way forward.
Just avoid him for now.
There's Shadow Fury. Okay, let's turn that off autocast. And we do this.
We stand with our allies.
Reach all of us.
Very short cooldown on that. Very strong ability. The grenade, the Nova grenade is really good, though, to be fair.
This facility's termination sequence has been activated.
Oh, I hate it.
Our legacy.
Where am I supposed to... I guess up there? Like, where am I supposed to go? I don't know. It's a stealth section. I don't care about rewinding. All right. Don't care. So where do I send her? Because I can't... Obviously, I can't back up. I may not have gone back far enough. So, like... Maybe over there? Or did I dive too deep? I may have dived a little too deep. So, like, if we don't trigger that explosion, then we'll constantly have a path to back up through.
Has been activated.
Nope, there's that. Yeah, okay. So we just hide up here, I guess, instead. I'm grateful that the cooldown on these abilities is very short, because this would be... This would be rough if it was the This is faster than normal, right? Maybe I'm just crazy. I say, but this would be a lot harder if we had to wait a lot longer.
Execute the Dominion Ghost.
I thought they were gonna kill me.
Slay them all.
Okay, well now we have a ranged option in the form of our ghost buddy. Though we have to be careful because they're not gonna as easily avoid the fire. I mean, they'll avoid the fire as much as I allow them to avoid the fire, I should say. But because we're blinking around and stuff, they might be a little dumber when it comes to avoiding the fire. Let's just wait for this and heal up Delta.
There is little time.
Please. This is longer than I expected. Never mind. This was, you realize it's a mistake to wait at a certain point, but you're like, well, we've already waited here. Sunk cost fallacy, etc., etc., and she just took some damage again anyway. Ow. Yeah, as long as we're using these abilities, it's fine. I don't know if there's still going to be dudes up top. We can hit those with Shadow Dash, though.
We stand with our allies.
Okay, yeah, let's just wait. Just wait. Yeah, go ahead and get hit by that again. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right. All right. Hit these dudes. Don't go that way. You know what? Just go through the fire at this point. It's fine. Okay. If we tried to continue beating it, we would have just taken even more damage.
There is much to be done.
Okay. What do we even do here? Can we just, like, barely hit these dudes from the edge?
Our future.
Thank God you made it.
Well,
Let's go.
You require counsel.
she's dead. I mean, was there really anything I could do? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's just go.
Our future.
Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, are we going to get the surfboard?
The shadow.
It's like a little mini Void Seeker. You love to see it. Okay.
We should get off world first. No way of knowing who's a spy here. There are shuttles up ahead. Fastest way to them would be with these vultures.
Yes, I'll go alone. See you on the other side.
Cool. Okay, whatever. There's no bank data in these campaigns, so it's fine.
We must form a plan.
Blade Rift, Snipe, and so she can
We stand
blink.
with our allies.
Oh no, she also has Shadow Fury and a Snipe, basically. Interesting. Okay. And they're on a cooldown, which is extremely nice, rather than being energy dependent.
Our future is the daylight.
Nice. And we have a Shadow Bolt now. Very exciting. Okay. Let's try not to hit any of the civilian cars. What have they ever done to anybody? They don't deserve to be crashed into. Though, because we have the shields, I wonder if that's going to change how, Oh, she just, like, sends the... She just sends the thing... She sends her blade out to do it.
For the daylight.
She's just casually, like, zip-zooming along on her little surfboard. She's Matriarch Shadow Surfer, surfing enthusiast. And as she's surfing, she just sends the blade out. Look at that. She's just chilling, and she just sends the flippin' scythe out to do all the work. She should do that, like, as normal Shadow Fury. That seems pretty good.
We stand with our...
Can I tell you, though, I feel like we could definitely use a heal. I think we're coming up on an area where we're going to get a heal. Zap him.
Our future.
Zap him.
It is my honor.
Oh, I was going to say, make sure you pick that up. Okay, Stone's doing okay. He just adds some nice DPS for the boss, but it's not required that he lives. Zap that guy. I think don't the vultures, they snipe, so that's why it's worth taking those out. The Hellions do, like, very little damage, so I don't really even think it's necessarily worth
The enemy is inbound. Fight boldly, my warriors.
using any special abilities on those. Ooh, we can one-shot the Banshees. Normally you have to snipe them and then give them an auto attack as well. It's a bit painful. Got to be careful with Stone here. Again, he just helps make the end section go a little faster, so it's not a big deal if he goes down. But preferably, we'll get him through to the end. I don't think that his health will spawn... Oh, never mind. It's right there. Okay. It's possible. I think that the health pickups... They're at normal times always, but then they're also... Oh, nice. That hits air units, too. But then they'll also spawn if your health gets below a certain percentage. Pretty sure is how they'll work. Please? Okay, good. He's fine. Health? Maybe his health does make a difference. I don't know.
Calibrating weapons.
I'm not sure what the most efficient... Well, it's on cooldown, so just anytime our abilities are up, you might as well use them, and we'll just make sure we keep avoiding this... Oh, I can't... Oh! No, she does, When you're doing the Shadow Fury, you can't move her, and she does leave the surfboard. This whole time, I thought she... Yeah, see, she's gone. She's zip-zooming around. Whoa! I thought you'd move! I thought he'd move down! You jerk. I love how the surfboard just keeps surfing. We got some AI driving surfboards here in the far future in the Cthulhu sector. No, thank you. I will very slowly auto attack this down. Zap this thing. Oh gosh. Got to be careful with the with the blade Shadow Fury, Surfing Fury. Good work.
We stand with our allies.
Do you want to know what happened or get out of here in one piece? Just go.
Jeez. Unprompted, aggressive Stone. I like because Synergy has to use the voice lines available. Sometimes there aren't ones that fit, so in this case, it just seems like the side characters just being kind of aggressive and rude for no reason. All right, I actually have to quit out and then reload because I rewound earlier, so it won't automatically load the next map. So give me a moment, and I'll be back momentarily with the next map. Okay, so this is Sudden Strike. I remember this mission in particular being pretty hard. The Baneling waves in particular, we don't really have a great counter for Defilers. I'm not sure if our Zealots will work under the Swarm. Dark Swarm doesn't work the same in this mission as it does in StarCraft 1, so I'm not exactly sure the differences. I think Melee should still work under the Swarm, but I don't know if it's like only friendly units will work, like only the Zerg units can attack. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm actually leaning towards Deploy Pylon here, if only just because over the course of the whole mission, that should save us quite a lot of money. Chrono Surge just does not strike me as something that we need that much. I don't know. Let's give Deploy Pylon a shot and see how it goes.
Friend Carax, we must establish this nexus as quickly as possible.
Important thing here, our Adepts can throw those shades uphill, it looks like.
Distress call to the Emperor's fleet. We have to hold until his forces arrive.
Let's get another gateway. And then let's run around and grab resources.
Let your will be heard.
Yeah, and I guess if we can throw the shades uphill, but then they're stuck up there until the cooldown is up, which isn't that big of a deal, but kind of an issue, right? Unless the shades can pick up the resources, right? So this is nice. Cancel that. And then you pick this up, and then let's just use our cooldowns and start getting some sentinels. I'm actually leaning towards a lot of cannons. See, so if I think what we do is we set up the cannons and we just use the Horner bunkers as extra support. But we set up the cannons in front of the bunkers, and then we just use Karax to power them.
Circling bioforms on approach to our nexus. We must rally our defenses.
This warrior awakens.
Right, because if Karax can, it's not just the pilot. It's not just the one he warps in. It's every cannon that's around him that gets the bonus, right?
Yes, Hierarch.
Right, so we don't need to be blowing our cooldown on these guys when we have a cannon that's going to absorb the heat. And then we come over here. Just keep getting this saturated. Deploy pylon, and let's get a probe down here. We're also going to want to get a probe.
Detecting a pack of Zerglings heading near the eastern side of our nexus.
We want to make sure we get cannons up on these ledges as well. So we do something like this. And then I guess we do something like this.
My expertise is yours.
And we can warp in stuff right on top of Karax, which is really nice. Okay, now let's blow our... Well, no, we don't want to blow... Because I think the Banelings are next, right? So we don't want to blow our Sentinel cooldowns.
We have medics at the base if your forces need them.
I don't think I have anything that can get healed. These are robotic too, right? No, the Adepts are biological. Okay, that's cool. So let's get up some cannons here. Though, we should probably spread them out because... Well, never mind. It's fine. Let's just start getting cannons as we can afford them. Get that ground armor, and then deploy more pylons. I think what we want to do is we can get some pylons up top. Let's get some vision.
I'm detecting Banelings inbound on our location. Get them before they hit our bunkers.
Okay, this is going to be the rough one, I think. We need a cyber core. I think the Ravagers can blind fire uphill, can't they?
Yes, Hiram.
Okay, I'm going to get more Sentinels in the back again. Yes. Put these ones that are kind of weak in the front to take the heat from the Banelings. So, all of our Sentinels went on cooldown from that, which is rough, but that's okay.
Enemy forces incoming. Purifiers. Acquire hostile targets.
Okay, and now I can get... I'm going to get more Sentinels and then try and get the ones that are super weak in the back because we don't want those taking the heat from the Banelings. We send them in second. And then we do something like this. Okay, perfect. That could have been a lot worse. Let's keep those bunkers alive. Okay, not a bad start.
Some of my guys are still in there, along with all their tech. Think you can help them out?
As you command.
Glory to the Daylon.
Okay, let's go.
Crew of fall. We are all. A facesmith is whole.
We want to call in a photon cannon here again, just to get those Banelings to kind of blow their load.
Yes, Hiram. I hear you. What may I resolve?
Okay, and then send them in. We're gonna lose some here, but we got it. It's required if we want to get through this to save whatever we're gonna get for this. Hopefully, it's just a bunch of units. And I never put any probes on gas, which is a huge mistake.
The way is open.
We're getting a bunch of units. Cool.
At your command.
Now they're sending Ravagers our way. Watch out for their corrosive vials.
So again, I'm pretty sure that they can just blind fire up these hills, which is a bit of a pain. What I'm going to try and do is set up some shield batteries along the way.
Expertise is yours. A facesmith is always
And
prepared.
we just got to, I mean, just keep making units. We don't really have any good anti-armor besides cannons. So we just do something like this and make sure that it's powered. Okay, and they're getting blocked, which is nice. By my zealots that are coming back alive. We should be using our psionic transfer here every so often, too.
Yes, Hierarch.
We meet the enemy in battle.
Okay, let's get up here and get some stuff up going up here. I honestly think, like, tons of Sentinels is really not a bad way to go.
Awakens.
Okay, let's just keep making cannons. Putting that one right there is just going to get blasted, like, right away, right? I'm just trying to stagger the deaths of my Sentinels such that they're not all on cooldown and all going to die at the same time, but we've lost quite a lot.
I'm detecting some overlords on the cliffs ahead. They're bringing in more Zerg. Clear them out if you need to access those areas.
I think with my current strategy, we are not worried about the Zerg on the high ground. Unless the Zerg on the high ground are what actually give vision. It's possible that's what is giving vision to the Zergs, that they can hit my high ground stuff. I don't think that's true, though. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I don't think that's actually the case. So we want to do something like this, and then get some shield batteries to cover these as well. These are going to add some... This is going to trigger the Defilers to shoot Dark Swarm and get them to use it early, which is exactly what we want.
You're not going to believe this. Defilers are here, and they'll be able to shield other Zerg around them.
Okay. Cannons there. We also have to make sure we have enough to get the second optional. We got a lot of extra units for doing that optional, so I think it's absolutely worth it. So they're gonna... Yeah, they're coming this way. I should have had this set up earlier. I think we saved a lot of money. Oh, no, they're coming through here. This is perfect. Okay, so we do cannon here. We're hitting them through the swarm. They're hitting me through the swarm, though. So, again, it's kind of unclear what works and what doesn't. Yep, and that was pretty much everything I had. I mean, I'm really short on money. I'm spending my money. I don't know if I'm just maybe spending it incorrectly or something. We needed more cannons. I don't know. Again, I'm trying to trigger the Dark Swarms early. We can do something like this just to get them to... I'm trying to put the cannon down. Hello? Just put it somewhere at this point. My gosh. Okay, got it. I mean, I just have to wait now for the Dark Swarm.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Okay, where else can we make cannons? We need cannons and shield batteries all along these ledges.
I thought our experimental weaponry labs were far enough away, but now the Zerg's after them too.
Okay, that's all good. We gotta start sending my stuff over here. I can warp things in on right on top of Karax, so that's something. Do I have enough stuff to say... How do we even get over here? Do I need to only use psionic transfer? I'm not sure. That's just going to take a while to get over there, huh?
Your allies' base is besieged.
Glory to the Daemon.
I hear you. Shalala.
Okay, go ahead.
Your allies are in battle.
Ow, ow.
Detecting multiple enemies on approach. I'm attacking 2 entrances at once. My expertise is yours.
I mean, we're not even through this section yet, so I think we're kind of effed here, boys.
Yes, glory to the Daemon.
Just destroy the Nidus.
I will find the solution.
Okay, getting a lot of units, which is a positive thing. Probably going to just lose some bunkers here, I think. Because he's too dumb to leave SCVs down at the, the bottom there, but it is what it is. We don't really have a great option for Dark Swarm here. You just got to deal with it. I mean, we can make more Sentinels. Hello? Oh, I guess he can't hit it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's like, do I even want to make more cannons? It feels like a semi-waste of money. I don't know. Like, shield batteries are good. My army gets wiped out by banelings, but so do my structures. It just depends on, like, where Karax is, right? Ultralisk's next, then the Brutalisk, and then we're done. Right? I'm not going to build any more pylons. See, now I have too much gas. We're gonna run out of minerals here soon. This is why, yeah, I think the deploy pylon was the right choice, because the amount of money that we saved, we would have been, like, way too behind otherwise. I think the Brutalisk will be difficult.
Moving into attack. You'd better hurry.
My expertise is yours. A face smith is always prepared.
Okay.
Not enough minerals.
I think we need a lot of sentinels. We don't have enough sentinels, but I think we need more sentinels, because that allows us to shoot through the swarm, or hit them through the swarm. We can psionic transfer these at least. Okay, that went okay, actually, because, again, we got them to use a Dark Swarm back there. It also seems like Karax can shoot through the swarm. Like, things are taking damage through the swarm, and it's... Again, I'm not 100% sure how Dark Swarm works in this specific case, so I'm sure someone can let me know. I'm sure many people know. So I appreciate in advance people telling me.
My expertise is...
Let's see if we can just build a ton of defense just on, like, one side in particular like this.
La crew of fall iron. What may you have not enough minerals.
Okay, this is going to be difficult, I think. I think we just got to take the damage here. We're going to lose some stuff, but our sentinels can come back to life. I thought we could maybe save that guy. Yeah, just draw him into... Sorry, medic. Poor medic.
We all appreciate your aid right now.
Okay, let's get this probe out front and just kind of wall this section off. Get a pylon there, and we'll build more. This should be enough to hold them off for the Dark Swarm to run out. And I mean, I think now that the Brutalisk is dead, we're basically done, and I think we're okay. It's just, again, it's a very tight map. We did get both objectives. The only thing that I wish I knew how to deal with... Adepts can just attack air. I was going to say, we should have probably sent our Adepts up there to clear these out.
We fight as one.
But one of the biggest issues is the fact that they can shoot up... The Ravagers can blind fire up hills.
We are united.
Okay, this side is going to be a bigger problem. Let's just do this.
We are all a face.
I wonder if just like straight mass sentinels would work pretty well. Is this the end? This is the last... No, this isn't the last wave, is it? Or it is the last wave. Yeah, I thought the last wave was after the Brutalisk, right? Just back out. Don't even bother fighting the Dark Swarm. I'm curious to see how this side goes. What we can do is send Karax over here to, like, superpower the cannons. Flippin' Dark Swarm, man. See, like, we don't get the benefits from Dark Swarm like we would in StarCraft 1.
Admiral Warner, Terran battle
Okay, just retreat.
in above the Zerg's position, but they aren't the Emperor's.
What? I don't like the look of this.
Okay, phew.
They're sending out a broadcast, patching it through.
The Zerg have always been a threat.
All right, yeah. We know, Defenders of Man. I feel like this mission is always a little difficult, even when you're playing as Nova. Just, I mean, from the perspective of, again, not knowing it, not knowing the map, not knowing when enemies come. Like, when you know exactly what comes from what direction, it's not too bad. In this case, I kind of know the order of the attacks, but I wasn't familiar enough with, like, what tools I should be using most effectively. I don't know. I just didn't feel like putting Adepts on the high ground would be a great choice, to be honest. Because they're not anti-armored. See you, Karax. Because they're not anti-armored, and I just feel like I would lose track of them, and they would die to either the drops because they can't really kill roaches effectively, or to Ravagers that can blind fire up hills. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just misunderstanding the mechanics, and maybe Ravagers don't blind fire up hills. They can just see uphill because of the Zerg that were on the high ground on the little middle patches. I'm not 100% sure, though. Cannons feel okay. Banelings just do so well against clustered buildings. And I just don't feel like I have a great counter to the Dark Swarm besides Mass Sentinel, but, you know, we're as handicapped by those tight passages as they are. So when they have a lot of Hydras, your Sentinels just get burned through, and they're not protected by the Swarm. I don't think. It didn't seem like our guys were protected by the Swarm. You can't use that to your advantage. It's strictly a spell that benefits the caster 100% in this case. I think, again, I might be misunderstanding. In any case, we did survive. It was close, so it feels good. Feels good to get through it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.